Welcome back, everybody. I want to thank all the great support that everybody has been giving me. The response from these videos has been wonderful and completely surprising to me. So I want to thank you very, very much for the support. Let me discuss a little bit about what my plans are for this channel. This is probably going to be the last published video for this year. With the holidays coming up, I'd like to spend some time with my family. During that time, I probably will do a little bit of work on this aircraft still. I will record that video and premiere that video the beginning of next year. I don't have the exact date yet, but keep an eye out and make sure you like and subscribe if you're interested in seeing the next portions of this build. During the break, I'm not going to be doing a whole lot with the aircraft, but the little bit that I will be doing, I will make sure that I videotape it and make sure that I share it with you. I wanted to kind of discuss what we did yesterday and what the upcoming videos will be of. I'm not going to really do any work on the aircraft today, but what we did yesterday is we did the fiberglass on the center of the wing with the polyester resin. It came out beautiful. I did do a little bit of sanding on that, not too much. Most of this is going to be hidden by the fuselage on top of the wing. I will flip the wing over here, and if you can see it, there is a very little seam here that will be filled and sanded, so you won't even notice that. And then, like I said, this whole wing is going to be fiberglassed anyway, so none of that will even be noticeable. Now, while the wing is flipped over, I did have a spot up here in the leading edge where the foam was kind of showing through, so I went ahead and resined and fiberglassed that as well, and seems to have made a big difference on there, so that should be good to go. Again, once it's fiberglass sanded and filled, you won't even notice any of those imperfections anyway. I did tape the ailerons on here just to get make sure that they were, see if there was any issues there. On this wingtip here, you can see, and the spacing down here now is perfect. I've sanded it and smoothed that out, waiting for the wingtip to go on there. Other side is the same. So as you can see, I've gone ahead and smoothed those edges off as well, and the gap hinge, and of course the linkage in there as well. There's the lighting's a little bit washed out there. I apologize. They do have some finishing sanding on the engine, the landing gear blocks as well. They already drilled out and screwed, so they should go right on pretty easily. The next steps, we'll push this off out of the way here for a second, and we'll talk about the fuselage. Okay, so now I got the fuselage out in front of us here. As you can see, most of this work was already pre-done before I got the kit from the gentleman on eBay. But as you see here, I got to figure out where I'm going to be putting the servos, and I'm thinking I'm going to be putting them somewhere about right here. I'll have to make those mounts for the servos to go here. I'll have to also install the mount here for the wing, so that we can get the wing mounted to the fuselage here. We will also need to start looking at how I'm going to be installing the batteries here. Now, the type of batteries that I'm going to be looking at and using, I'm thinking it's going to end up being a 4-cell pack system. So I have these saddle packs, these 2-cell packs, that actually will fit perfectly right inside here on both sides of the fuselage. Something like this. And I'll show that to you here a little bit closer to the camera. So we can have 2 4-cell packs, one on either side, and I'll have to run those into a series, so make a 4-cell pack out of it, and they'll come out right here, go into one plug, which will go to the ESC and motor. And this little pocket here that's designed for the fuel tank will actually work out perfectly for an ESC mount. So I can mount the ESC right in here. This opening in the front here make a little bit of deflector for the air going in through the cowl. and then go right over that ESC. So that seems like it'll be a perfect scenario. The biggest problem is, like we've discussed in the previous videos, is how are we going to make this hatch up here. So we'll have to take a look at that a little bit more as we get closer to doing that. One of the other things that I did do off camera, I got the canopy here, and it was an older canopy. It had some dents in it. And some of the repairs I've already done to it. I did those a little while ago. But there were also some cracks that I noticed in here. And again, it goes back to what everyone has been mentioning in regards to using a gas engine on this aircraft with the plastic fuselage that's slightly older and brittle. But what I ended up having to do to repair those cracks is, if you look on here, right here, there's a fiberglass repair. So I took some of that 3/4 ounce fiberglass and I put it on top of this crack, and I dripped a little bit of CA and let that wick into place, and that created a nice bond there. And now that's not cracked anymore. It's going to hold that together. And I did it on the inside as well. I had another section up here that I ended up having to do. And once this is painted, you won't see it. Another one right over here. Okay? So the canopy is now repaired, ready to go. And we'll be able to start moving forward with the fuselage. Thank you again. Remember to like and subscribe for the new updates on when the next video will be coming out. I appreciate it. And again, happy holidays to everybody out there.